What's up everyone? So I'm here with the Rep Fitness open trap bar review. Just a heads up, I am trying a new setup, so I'm still getting used to how loud to speak. Also, just in general, making sure that I'm looking here and not here because there is a little side screen. So just a heads up, if it looks a little bit odd throughout the video, or if it looks like I'm not looking directly at the camera, that's why. So let's just jump right into it. So this is the Rep Fitness open trap bar. The frame itself without the handles weighs around 58.4 pounds. Now the handles themselves, they weigh 15.9 pounds. So all in all, the entire setup together weighs around 74 pounds. Now keep in mind that you do actually have three options for handles. You can go narrow, wide grip, or standard grip. This is my first open trap bar, so I honestly didn't know what I was looking for, and I just figured going standard like anything else was the safest bet. Now the narrow handles weigh 17.2 pounds and the wide grip handles weigh 12.8 pounds. So the weight does vary depending on which handle option you go with. And there is actually a fourth option. The fourth option is the rotating handles. Rotating handles are 34 pounds. That's pretty nuts, but anyways. So with the rotating handles, you'll actually get three handle options. Now these in the standard, narrow, and wide grip, these are 28 millimeters, but with the rotating handles, you get 28 millimeters, you get 38 millimeters, and you get 48 millimeters. Now I don't mind the diameter of these handles. I like them because they kind of mimic my deadlift bar that I use, or my power bar that I use for deadlifts, which is the Grizzly Power Bar by American Barbell. That power bar is about 29 millimeters in diameter, so I do like that these handles are fairly close to the diameter of that bar. I mean, if I'm gonna be doing deadlifts and whatnot, I don't want my grip to be completely thrown off when I alternate between this bar and that bar for training purposes and whatnot. So the bar is rated for 1,350 pounds according to the Rep Fitness site. Not anywhere near what I'll probably end up using it for. I was barely able to deadlift a little bit over 400 pounds with it, so alright. That was rough. Yeah. I doubt that this bar will ever see that kind of weight unless I'm just messing around with it for whatever reason. The bar is currently listed at $399 on the Rep Fitness website. Now if you go with the rotating handles, that's going to be $469, not including tax, and it does include shipping, so just keep that in mind. Now the handlebars that you get with the standard, narrow, and wide grip, they actually sit at different heights. Looking at it this way, one of the handles will actually sit a little bit higher than the plates once you load them onto the bar. So it'll be a little bit of a camber. I don't think it'll be enough for you to notice, but it will change your starting position when you go and do deadlifts off the floor. These other ones here sit a little bit more in line with the plates. Let me show you. And if you're going to do shrugs and whatnot off of like J-cups, or if you're going to set them on like safety pins, rack pins, or safety straps, then it's going to change a bit of the height that you set it at. Again, nothing too drastic. As you can see, you can have this in front of you or you can have it behind you. Personally, I do like to have this behind me. That's what I've noticed that I lean towards whenever I go and do deadlifts. Does it make a difference? Probably not enough to impact your actual deadlift. So anyways, this is a Rep Fitness PR 4000, so side to side it's 48 inches. This fits perfectly in it. Obviously, I mean, Rep Fitness made this bar, so they kept this rack in mind. But if you do have like a 49-inch wide rack or a little bit of a wider rack, this should also fit. I mean, you can tell that there's a bit more space here. Good news for some of y'all out there looking to pick this bar up. Alright, so this is actually one of the reasons why I ended up getting this bar. It also doubles as a camber bar. The cool thing about this, the fact that this has a little bit of knurling right in the center, it's about 6 inches of knurling. It makes a difference as far as not feeling like it's gonna slide off your back. Definitely been a plus on my end. You'll see that I also have another camber bar, but that one doesn't have any knurling in the center. I never had any issues with it, but it was just one of those things where it would have been nice for that to have it. You can actually remove these handlebars, not technically with just the nut itself, because there are some ridges here. You'll want to use an Allen wrench to tighten this on really well. If you're doing deadlifts, you really don't want this to move around or to loosen up on you, so I use an Allen wrench. Now this is a big reason why I don't remove the handles when I do box squats and whatnot. Honestly, it's just just laziness on my part. If you are going to squat with this bar, make sure that you remove the handles, because that's just an injury waiting to happen. This swiping at your knee or your legs in general, like you don't want that. So just use the Allen wrench that comes with the bar, and really all you do is just loosen it up a bit. And then just to be able to kind of screw the rest of it off yourself with your hand. It is supposed to be quick release. Just a bit more. And it comes right off. So you don't have to screw this off all the way, just enough so that you can get the handles right off. To put it back on, just slide it on there. It'll sit there. You can tighten this back up real quick. I mean, get it as tight as you can. You could technically use it like this. I mean, the two bolts here kind of stick out a little bit so that these handles are actually sitting on there. I don't know that it would be too much of a problem if this was a bit loose when you're doing deadlifts. Not loose, but just not as tight as it would be if you would have used the hex key. Personally, I gotta play it safe because, you know, I deadlift a crap ton of weight. So I just gotta make sure that this isn't sliding off on me and whatnot. All right, there we go. So the handles are stainless steel. And another thing about this bar that I really love is the fact that they use chrome sleeves on the bar. Something about this combination, just having the black powder coat, the chrome sleeves, like it just looks good. I love it. Definitely makes things a bit smoother when you go to slide plates on and off. You can use standard barbell collars on this. I'm still using the same collars that I've had for every other bar. They're perfectly fine on this bar. This is one of my favorite aspects of the bar, is the fact that this comes with a jack stand. So you're able to slide the plates on and off, no problem. Makes deadlifting in general so much easier. And then you just turn it over either this way, which is not the way I typically do it. Usually I'll go on this back side of it. This is the higher side. The starting position is a little bit more upright. Now here on the bottom, it is lined with the UHMW plastic liner. If you don't have this type of flooring, these are horse stall mats. No need to worry. This should protect your floors. Now I wanted to get a bit of a direct shot for y'all. I'm 5'5", 5'6" on a good day, and these are the standard handles. For reference as far as how this looks, I'm not sure if this will be of help at all. It's just so y'all can see what this looks like. One thing that I'm going to call out, I just got reminded of it now holding this. This knurling on this, it's medium, but I would say medium aggressive. For me anyways, again, all the bars that I have, they feel totally fine, but this, after a while of doing like shrugs and whatnot, or even static holds, like my hands are tore up. Like they feel tore up. This is just after doing some deadlifts, and yeah, my hands get pretty tore up, especially when I do shrugs and whatnot with this, and if I do try to increase the weight a bit. Yeah, so I just thought I'd call that out. After working out for so many years, this definitely feels a bit more on the aggressive side than any other bar that I've used. It's not a big deal. I like that it's a bit more on the aggressive side, especially because I wanted to do static holds with it, so I do like to load that up. I don't find myself having to use so much of the liquid grip either, like I do when I tend to do typical deadlifts. So anyways, just a call out. I do love the versatility of the bar. I mean, I got it to do shrugs, to do deadlifts, farmer's walks and whatnot. But I also bought it knowing that I can do Camber bar squats with this. Definitely a bonus. It's like 2 bars in one. Those are the primary exercises that I knew I was buying the bar for, and those are the exercises that I've done with this bar. I'm sure there are a ton of other exercises that you can do with it, especially because of the jack stands. I'm sure you can do a bunch of floor exercises that I just hadn't thought about. I do love the fact that when you're done using it, you can just move it to where you're going to store it and just set it down and you're done. It's essentially stored because of the jack stands. Definitely don't have to worry about getting any type of vertical storage for it or any type of gun rack type storage. You don't have to worry about any of that. that's it. I'll make sure to post a link to the Rep Fitness Open Trap Bar in the description below, as well as the Titan Fitness Camber Bar, just in case you're looking for a bit more of a dedicated bar for camber squats. You can compare and see what you think. If you do have any questions or if I missed something, let me know in the comments and I'll try and get back to y'all as soon as possible. Thanks again for watching. This is your boy LJ, and I'll catch you next time.